So all mystery religions one day will come together. They will all realize that, yeah, we're basically the same thing after all. And all this tolerance and dialogue and inclusivity will all come to a head one day together, and there will be a beast system, a religious one-world system rise. And that'll happen, of course, Revelation chapter 13. But I want you to see that it is happening now. Like Mormonism and Islam are seeking to better understand each other so that they can come together. And we'll show you that in today's video. Don't go away. All right, guys, go ahead and smack that like button. All your dreams will come true. Also, we're talking about Calling Evil Good, the live Christian rock and roll this week. Link in the description below. Go check that out. And a lot of people have really benefited from that book. Go check that out. And also, if you're new here, subscribe as well. Today, we're going to show you this portion of the Mormon Church's website, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, as they call it. They call themselves the LDS, Latter-day Saints. And basically, Mormonism is a mystery cult. It's a weird. What happened was there was this one guy named Joseph Smith who was a Freemason. He was, like, by today's standard would be considered like a serial pedophile, and he was run out of every town he was in America. I think he started up there in the not Buffalo, but like upstate New York area. He found these golden tablets in the woods and started trying to start a religion and marry everybody's 13-year-old daughter. And everywhere he went, he got ran out of every town. And finally, he was killed. It's funny because he got put in jail for his protection, and then eventually people broke into the jail to try to get rid of him, and they certainly did. But that's Mormonism for you, and that's an undeniable fact of history. But what is happening is Mormonism is a mystery religion. And my friend Chris Hewitt put it this way. He said, if you take elements of Christianity, mix it with Freemasonry and Islam, then you'll find out that you have basically what is Mormonism. Now, and I largely agree with him. I mean, that's really good observation there. But I want you to see this pamphlet that they're putting out on this website. And it is it's kind of like this dialogue between Mormonism and Islam. And we got it right here. It says, the intent of this pamphlet is to introduce Muslims, followers of Islam, to Latter-day Saints, members of the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, to each other, at a time when societies and religious believers want and need mutual understanding. This pamphlet signifies a conscientious effort to provide dignity and tolerance for Muslims and Latter-day Saint believers. And so they're just trying to start a dialogue, which means that they are trying to basically find ways in which they can agree so that they can one day come together. And pretty interesting stuff. Now, there are several aspects to this thing they have on the website. It's like little chapters of a pamphlet they have, and we'll show you some of them. But the big one that I want you to see is a section called Mutual Respect. And of course, you have looks like these two people together. One looks like a Mormon, and the other is obviously dressed in his Islamic manner. But it shows here the similarities between the two religions. And Islam teaches esteem for other religions, including Christianity, rather than teaching Muslims to compete in doctrine with people of other faiths. The Quran says to compete with each other in righteousness. In the end, which all return to God, He will tell you the truth in the manner of your differences. That's Quran chapter 5, verse 48 there. But the Latter-day Saints, and I want you to catch this. This is very, very interesting right here. Latter-day Saints are taught to show respect and love for people of other faith. In 1978, the church's first presidency declared, quote, right here, I want you to notice this, all right? The great religious leaders of the world, such as Muhammad, received God's light. Moral truths were given to them by God to enlighten whole nations and to bring a higher level of understanding to individuals. The Mormon Church has acknowledged the Prophet Muhammad as one who has received God's light. Do you see that? Just look at the sword. This is on the LDS website. This is their own words. The great religious leaders of the world, such as Muhammad, received God's light. They are validating Muhammad as a true prophet. That should tell you everything you need to know about what we're saying in the Third Adam series. All of these religions will come together one day, and they will set aside their differences, and there will be one holdout. The Hindus, the Buddhists, the Islamic people, the occultists, the false Christians, the Mormons, the Catholics, they're going to all come together in one big old gigantic soup, but there's going to be one holdout, and that's going to be Bible-believing Christians. And that's when the persecution is going to start. Now, let me take just a moment and just show you this clip from Third Adam 2, The Great Seduction, now available for free on our YouTube channel. Just watch this for a second with me.
Semiramis, Tammuz, and they use that to discredit Christianity. The truth is, yes, all false religions, if you follow them upstream, the fountainhead of all of those religions is Mystery Babylon. Genesis chapter 11 is where all of these false religions began.
Now, do you see all that right there? You got all these religious symbols right down here. The yin-yang, you got the Om, you have like all this Hinduism. That actually, that's not a German symbol right there. That's actually a Buddhist symbol. You have the Chairo, which represents a lot of Catholicism. You got the Wheel of Brahma here, and you got Islamic, the sun and moon right there. I'm sorry, the moon and the star, which is, of course, Semiramis and Tammuz. All that is explained in our Third Adam series. But one day, all of these religions will realize that they largely are the same thing, and they will come together as one religion. And that's what we're saying is going to happen. And really, that's what this pamphlet that we showed you from the Mormon Church here, this was actually published in 2021. So this is almost 3 years old now, getting to be 3 years old. And so this is all coming to a head, folks. This is all coming together. And there will be one holdout, and it will be the Bible-believing Christians. So if you haven't seen Third Adam 2 yet, please go see that. And guys, we've been telling you, right, it's not like I'm some sort of prophet or whatever. It's just that we know what the Bible clearly teaches. The Bible teaches that there will be a one world religion. Revelation chapter 13, there's going to be that one leader, and everybody's going to be forced to worship one religion. And it's going to be a total mess. And so, you know, I'm actually believe that the church won't be a part of that. I believe that's Jacob's trouble and stuff like that, but I believe people will be saved. There will be tribulation saints during that time. But the best thing for you to do now is just trust Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior now, and escape the wrath to come. Because the tribulation, I don't know why some people are trying to romanticize the tribulation period as if it's going to be some sort of cool action Hollywood movie. It's going to be misery, and it's not going to be fun. Let me just put it to you that way. And so go check out Third Adam 2 if you want more information on this. But yeah, I mean, it says right there on the website, the great religious leaders of the world, such as Muhammad, received God's light right there on their own website. They are validating Islam. And when you have a dialogue, eventually you start to find ways to work together, and they are working together. I mean, there's all kinds of, I mean, they're doing all kinds of interfaith humanitarian aid and such like. Not good. And so, but I mean, I guess it isn't bad because they basically are the same thing anyway. So may as well. They come from the same source, and the source is not the Bible. That is for certain. Guys, go ahead, hit the like button on this video. Also, check out our book, Calling Evil Good, The Live Christian Rock and Roll, now available on Amazon. Link in the description below. Go check one out and become a channel member if you haven't done so. We will have a live stream tonight, and we'll see you then, guys. God bless you. See you later. Have a good day.